Hello, everyone. Well, we're doing this Lightbox thing again with my wife, Analiza Art, Annalisa Francisco. Let's remember her with
Hi.
her name. Um, their artist name. I forgot where the thing from this mic is, so hopefully you guys can hear us. Can you guys hear us? How do I see?
Here, I could do it.
You could chat on the chat box and tell me if you could hear us. But anyway, thanks again for joining us. This is for Lightbox Expo 2021. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Anthony Francisco, and I'm a senior visual development artist at Marvel Studios. I helped in designing the heroes and villains of the MCU.
I don't see you in
I
that.
also helped design I designed Baby Groot for Guardians of the Galaxy and the Dora Milaje, and I'm here with my wife. She is also a beginning artist. Hey Kim, great to see you. So because we were talking last time on our IG live, and I was thinking, okay, maybe we could do a Thursday, Friday at 6 o'clock, tomorrow again at 6. But we were trying to think about what we're gonna talk about, and maybe Lisa could talk about her journey a little bit of doing art for the last year.
Yeah, it's been 1 year. Is it 1 year exactly, or about 1 year since Lightbox? And so it's been amazing. It's been a lot of hard work. So, but of course, but I really am enjoying it still. So I'm really happy with the progress that's been happening. So yeah, so it's been a year since we did the Lightbox, and it's been a lot of new things that I've been trying to learn. So, and what else?
Hi to Fercho Velasquez. Thanks for joining us. And who else is here? I'm trying to see.
Can see too. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've been, well, as if people follow me from my Instagram, Annalisa_art, I've been just drawing a lot, been doing the bird art that I've been doing, and wild animals, but lately I've been painting. So that's like one of the new things that I've been doing. I tried something new, something out of my comfort zone, something I've never tried before. So that really was.
We're gonna show some of the other paintings she's done
Yeah, we'll do that
recently.
later.
So, I don't know. This weekend I'm gonna have the portfolio review. For anybody interested, it's gonna be at 9 p.m. on Saturday, 9 to 1 p.m. 1 a.m. I don't know if that's too late. But we were supposed to have the kids doing gymnastics tournament that Saturday, so I scheduled it that time, but then it was canceled and put on Sunday instead. So we're gonna see what I can do with that. I feel like I'm not as prepared this year. There's so many stuff that's been happening that's really cool.
I've been very busy.
Very busy. I was on like 4 projects at the same time last year, 3 of which I've gotten some really good design approvals, which I can't wait to share, and I can't share right now.
Yep, not until later, way later.
Yeah. So hopefully, is everyone doing some Lightbox classes, or watching any videos, any presentations? Let me see. No, I wonder if just type in there in the comments. But anyway, I want to start showing Lisa's artwork.
Artwork. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, I've been trying to paint. I did for just like I think the beginning of the year, around April actually is when I started painting, because I joined this what do you call that, challenge for the month of April, and they did one for every day.
Is that the plain April?
Yeah, they did one day for every
And
day, right? Every day you paint something about plein air, but during pandemic, they did a different type of what I call this. They did I guess you didn't have to go out do plein air, but still do like environment, do nature. What is it? They did a glimpse of nature, dream travel destination and stuff like that. So I was doing that like every day. I would paint, and that was really hard for me.
Say hi, Greg.
Oh, hi,
Greg.
Greg.
Join us. And Aden, Henry.
Yeah.
Hello.
So it was really hard for me. I was like, it's something different. I was so scared. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to do it at all. So, but
So it looks like the Hulk is chasing you.
Oh, yeah, I was
Yeah.
scared. Yeah. So I was like really, but I was able to do that. So I was really happy. I did that challenge. So, some of the stuff that I did during the challenge for that month was I was able to do this bird
So, yeah.
painting right here. Oh, right here. I was able to do that, and let's see this. And I did this also. So I did a theme of
So
birds.
It's all in acrylic.
Yeah, it's in acrylic, and I did marine life animals also, and everything was mostly animals, wildlife animals that you would see in the Philippines. So that was
So
like one of
it's
my
her progress, and this is what she's done. And then we had she did her first pop art, like what's
yeah.
that?
So I did. Oh yeah, and
Street fair.
yeah, showcase. So the first time I did that this year, I was kind of scared. I turned in my work, and I was surprised I was picked to show my artwork, and I was really I think that's one of the big thing that happened to me with my art. I was able to
And she got
showcase.
to sell.
Yeah.
She was able to sell a few art pieces.
Yeah.
Made a few $100s. So it's a good, successful first try.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was something I never thought I was gonna
I-
do. So it's
I actually
good.
didn't get to I didn't get to teach her how to paint in acrylic. She ended up doing it all on her own. So it's really great to see how the fundamentals of knowing value structure helped her, even though I didn't even get to teach her how to paint, and it translated to colors. So it's really good exercise for to do things in black and white first.
Yeah, the values of it, the just following I think what I
Oh.
learned.
Fercho Velasquez says, "Is there any contest or something to have an opportunity for the portfolio review?" So for the portfolio review, all you have to do is hop onto my Gumroad link, which I put in the description, and just sign up, and I will go in order of the first person who signed up.
Do you know
So I'm
what
gonna do
time you're
that.
doing it? You're doing it on.
Yeah, the portfolio review is going to be on Saturday, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. And I think the contest, I was supposed to do a giveaway. I need to post that tonight or tomorrow morning on the giveaway for my art book. So
Follow you'll do that in your Instagram.
in my
or you're gonna
Instagram,
do
so the only instructions is to just tag 2 people, and that's it. And then you get a chance to
follow you.
and follow me, of course, if you want to follow. You don't have to. If you like my work and you could support me in that way, then please do. So that's it. And I'll send you the book. I'll do a drawing in it, sign and do a drawing in it, and then thanks for asking.
Yeah, I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my struggle during my. I have a question for you with my str the whole year, how do you keep yourself motivated? Because sometimes I lose motivation to do what I'm doing sometimes, and how
Oh.
do you keep yourself motivated?
So yes, so if anybody else there has any questions, we would love to, get questions for Lisa or me. Just type it in here and we'll try to answer it. But Lisa has a question for me, and how do you maintain motivation and discipline with your art and
You're adding discipline with it.
motivation? Yes, because I think I was reading somewhere that discipline is what kicks in when motivation isn't there. So it's like you don't have to have the need of being feeling like you need to do any drawings, as long as you have a schedule there and just, okay, I'll just follow this. Today at 1 o'clock I should be drawing. So if you set up a schedule that you hold yourself accountable to, every 1 o'clock I'm gonna do this, and every day you just do this. It's like working out. It's the same thing. Working out your muscles will working out your brain and your drawing ability, your hand eye
Eye.
and eye. I'm still saying it wrong.
Hand-eye coordination?
No,
Oh, what is
eye
it?
hand.
Eye hand.
Yeah.
Oh, see, you made me say it that way also.
Alright. I had an interview once with Bobby Chu. It's so funny. I was trying to say anatomy, I think, or anatomical, but then I was saying those two things at the same time, and I was saying anatomical. My brain, I think sometimes you're so tired. I'm in this stage now where I need to control the urge to keep on drawing, so I could do other stuff like exercise, and it's become somewhat of an addiction already.
Yeah.
But I think I've been conditioned so much, working over and over again, and the long hours, and you don't notice that because it's not
Hi,
work. It just
Daniel.
feels fun. Daniel Delgado, hello. Yes, it's good to see you too. I wonder sometimes if it's easier to do live in YouTube or better with Instagram, because it's just easier for me to read stuff this way. It's in my computer. Well, Jelly Kids says, I notice most of your drawings are birds, and I love it. Is there a reason why? Good luck and hope to see more of your artwork. Why birds?
You chose for me to draw birds.
I didn't choose. What I did was I noticed that with her artwork that I would try to, when I'm teaching her, that she always did well when it's a bird, and I don't know if she's just more
Well, because in the beginning you wanted me to be more confident with myself, so you
no, but
chose.
what I'm saying, I noticed you're doing better with your birds, and there's like a changing point where, oh, you understood it more, and then that's when I say, do more birds, because that's where it seemed like you were better at, and instead of working on the
other
weaknesses, I doubled down on your strengths.
Yeah.
So the strengths kept on going, so it's like a easier progression, I think.
Yeah, and
Sis.
that did give me a confidence to keep on drawing, because I see that I am doing good, and that helped me.
But she's improving.
Yeah, that I am improving, and so I keep drawing instead of me like struggling so much with other ones. Which right now I am doing other animals in the side, learning their anatomy and stuff like that. So that's
But then the motivation we didn't get to answer. How did you? I know you're asking me about motivation, but eventually you're able to get back up and keep on pushing yourself. How did you push yourself to keep on painting? Like these paintings, look. Can you grab the paintings?
Oh, this one right here.
No, all of it. Just the whole box here.
I can't. It's too heavy. I can't. Here.
So just grab. No, just grab the.
It's heavy.
So she had. So here's some more. So she had done like double this amount of paintings. I wish I could.
Oh yeah, there's more.
So not
Oh,
planned.
there's more. There's some that was bought, so it's not there.
Here, okay, let me see. Let me adjust this with you guys, sorry. So these are some of the paintings she's done here, and then this one I watched. I think we recorded this.
I don't know. Oh, and how I did it?
Yeah, it's an acrylic. Let's see how sometimes she doesn't even know she's doing the simultaneous, like the temperature. What's the word I'm looking for? Simultaneous contrast in color, or saturation, I think. But yeah, here's more. And she kept on doing this every day because I think what it was is she had joined that contest. It's a 30-day challenge, and now I understand why
I think
you would need
having
something
a goal,
like that. Here, I showed you guys this earlier. And these, I already showed these.
I think having a goal helps a lot too.
Yeah, having a goal. Here, let me raise this back up so you don't see my pot belly. Yes, birds. Sam Obi, hi. Good to see you. And who else was here that was saying here? Daniel Delgado.
Greg Hopwood.
Yeah, Greg Hopwood was here earlier. And so yeah, in terms of discipline, that's why I think discipline comes also having a schedule. Then you'll have something to follow, and then writing down your goal for the month and making it simple enough that you could follow it, like push-ups every day. Even that is hard now. I remember when I was younger, I would wonder why my other friends can't just do a push-up every day, 20 push-ups every day, and it seems so easy. You have the whole day, and then sometimes you still forget, and I never had a hard time with that, but now in my older age it seems a little harder, so I'm trying to get back. And the questions of being motivated, how do you push yourself to keep on continuing, so it seems like how you push yourself to continue with the paintings is you had a goal.
Yeah.
But then lately,
lately I've been I have a goal to do bigger paintings, and I think that's kind of scaring me to go bigger. It's like another struggle for me to do, so I have to.
But we don't have to go bigger. Sometimes that's what stops.
Yeah, but I think
the progress.
It's just making. It's like one of my goals, so that I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, I'm still.
What do you think takes up your time, or what do you think? Like, what do you think distracts you from drawing or painting? Yeah.
Well, of course, daily life, but it's mostly it's me. I guess myself. I stop myself because it's the perfectionist, I think, in my mind, that if it doesn't go my way, I feel like, maybe I shouldn't just do it. So I don't know if you have that kind of way of thinking. Maybe not, because you keep going, but I have that way of thinking sometimes, and that sometimes stops me from hopefully moving on. But like I said, I still push myself. I still push myself to do something, but then it just stops me from doing the bigger things that I want to do. And then that's why I want to know what your motivation to just keep going.
You could sketch me Aden Henry.
He said, is it
So he's asking if you could sketch me.
Oh,
yes, I don't mind.
Henry said, I'm struggling with the same thing. Yeah, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always like a struggle. I don't know how. Maybe like the professionals like you've been working for so many years, for more than 20 years. So
I try not to think of perfection. I think of just doing. and that is enough. Just do it. I don't expect it to look good or anything. I just there was one I was listening to that sounded really good. The way you would have to treat your mindset so you're not uh, I think how did it say it? I wish I remember. Is that the perfectionism instead of perfectionism? It's um it's enjoying the journey of doing the thing, instead of wanting that end result that's gonna be so good. Then you get what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, my brain is like
You get what you get, like
overwhelmed, and then you just
yeah, that's
give
true.
all
I
the
do get
reasons why
overwhelmed.
not to do anything.
Yeah, and then you just don't do it. Instead of just like struggling, it's just like But I really push myself. I really do. But I know I'm not pushing myself hard enough to be able to get there.
There must be a way to trick the mind to think of it not like I am pushing myself. It's more like I want to relax. So I'm going to relax and I'm going to draw.
Yeah, that's what I end up doing. Instead of painting sometimes, I just draw because that's like maybe something I feel like, oh, it's easy for me now in a way, like drawing. And then
Drawing is easy now.
yeah, which I'm so happy, but I'm like drawing feels easy for me, so I just like that's my thing. But then painting is something now that's like a struggle, like, and something I have to always have to like something I have to keep learning something new every time. And then sometimes when I watch different artists that really paints, I'm like, oh, how do they do that? And then I'm like, I learn and watch them, and like, and then I try it and I can't get it. I mean, I mean, probably all artists goes through it. But
Maybe you could share some of your sketchbooks. Just show
Oh, well, no. Well, this is my new sketchbook, but I barely started on this one. That doesn't have that much in this.
So she started.
I don't have that much in that one.
So here is some for pencil sketches now. From studies. I think. So she finally has the hand of gotten the handle of controlling the pencil and understanding values and structure, and now now I think the next stage is like composition, composing a shot, and now it's like putting story into the images. I think is the next stage we're gonna work on. What is this bird?
No, it's a type of eagle. I forgot what it is. It should be somewhere there.
I can't believe it's been a year already.
I know. It's so fast. It's like that's a hornet hawk eagle.
It's trying to paint flowers.
Don't show that. That's just when you're so.
Still
I was so
learning.
stressed. I'm like I couldn't get the other bird I was drawing, and I just picked up the color. That's my daughter's marker.
Some more birds. So here it is. And I think because she's learned to kind of identify that shape of the darker value, and then the light in the dark, and then within the dark you could darken more on the value. Is this done, or is this part?
It's just simple. It's just a sketch. I didn't spend. It's not long.
No, but I mean, are you gonna darken this part here? Like
No,
this?
it's not dark.
That's how the bird is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now actually she doesn't ask me much questions anymore on how to figure out. I'm telling her maybe there's a way she could explain what's going through her head when she does her paintings now, if she could remember the stuff I was teaching her. Because sometimes I don't remember how I'm doing. What is your favorite medium to work with?
Favorite medium, is that including pencil?
Pencil is a medium.
Okay. Well, pencil for sure is. I really like
Another
using
color.
pencil, but I really like painting also. I just love the acrylic. It's not. But I'm still learning how to control it because it dries pretty fast, and sometimes I'm a little slow with especially my painting. It's like standing there and then I'm like not done yet, and then I go back, oh my god, it's dry already. So I'm like,
By the way, my nails are like this because my daughter painted them. Well,
yeah, acrylic for now is the newest thing. Like new thing for me, but I'm also trying to learn in the side. I'm also trying to learn digital art. So I'm trying to do learning Photoshop and learning, what do you call that again? Procreate.
So I was thinking she could learn Procreate so it's easier for her to take the iPad everywhere, you know.
Yeah, so it's a lot of learning. I think that's the probably one of the frustration of a beginner. I feel like sometimes I don't know which one I should learn first, and should I just learn one thing or should I do it simultaneously, and then you get brain fog or something. And I do know I need to manage my time better, but yeah, so be able to learn everything that I need to learn. I mean, that's how
more software. I think now also next stage would be maybe create a website for her, or she could create a website and just start seeing if you could get work, I guess, as a wildlife artist. So we'll update you guys on that. That's probably the next stage. And I'm so sorry from last year. I know we promised to probably start a YouTube channel, and I was supposed to record and bring you in on her journey while I was teaching her. Things just got really busy and we didn't get to start that.
Yeah, it was hard. And I was too shy.
And we'll just fight on you guys start this already, and it is kind of hard sometimes, because you mostly do art for yourself, it's not really gonna be for work or anything.
Well, eventually it would be nice, but able to do that.
So I don't think I was able to document everything from her being a certain level of artist to getting to the level she's in now. But of course, there's so much room to grow. There's so much more other subject matter that she hasn't tried yet. And this is all still studying and copying and doing studies, and color experimentation. We haven't tapped into the composition of a illustration yet. Also, obviously, bigger paintings that you can sell later. So planning that out,
Scary.
But there has to be some discipline, you have to. Let's see.
What else?
I want to ask everyone do you guys rather have us do the live streams on our Instagram? Does that seem a little easier than live streaming on YouTube? Because I tried it again now so we could both be together like this. Is that better?
It should be the same, no? Or no? Is it harder for people to come in the...
Oh, you know what we could do? I realized I could go into our Discord so it's easier for us all to talk,
Oh, they could talk to us too at the same time, or...
Alden Henry says YouTube. Okay. How about everyone else? What do you think? No, on Discord they could probably
Like communicate.
yeah, because when you go on the voice channel, let me see. I'm on Discord right now. If we go on there and see, oh, but then I don't know if YouTube would get affected by that. We'll try it. We'll try it next time. We'll just do it on Discord, just for 20 minutes or something. Say hi. And
How about
stuff.
you? Do you ever get like, because you've been doing the same, I would say the same thing, character design every day? What do you do? Do you do other arts that will, so you won't get so bored and it feels like repetition? Do you do other artwork?
Do I do other art?
Like,
I like to sleep.
no, not that. Like,
Like to rest.
like,
No.
because you're doing character design and all, like maybe you like to go out and painting or something, like do something different from what you always do at work, like to make it not
I
feel so.
What I've recently liked doing, it's not recent. I've always liked doing this, but since my stronger skills has been for design and concept art, I haven't had a chance to write my own scripts or build my stories, which I had done before. You know, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I would put those kind of thoughts into my designs, instead of
So it's still
writing my own.
So it's still something
story.
that helps your work, what you're doing.
The storytelling part gets me more interested in doing more of
How you design your
designing
characters.
Yeah, because there's a story behind them, and you have to know their story before you could design what they're wearing. Because you know the attitude, their gesture, how did they stand, but you'll find out how they stand based on what job they have or what level in the social structure they're in, and that goes with their job, I guess. And if it's fantasy based art, you could still think about, oh, is he an engineer, is he a swordsman, is he a soldier? And if
Yeah.
it's aliens, you could still do the same thing. Is he a space cadet or something?
Yeah, it's I guess it's just you.
Even with the birds, actually, when you design the birds, you could even think of it that way to give them more character.
Yeah, that's why I think I like painting, and I like watching those, like Animal Planet, National Geographic. That just really helps me with seeing the color, because I'm not really out there to see how it is. I've just been doing studies, and so watching those helps me a lot by watching something. But painting
I
helps
think you
me.
should look up
Oh.
when you talk.
Oh,
you're
I'm
not
like
looking at-
right there.
Yeah, so
yeah, so
I realize I'm looking all over the place too.
yeah, so that helps a lot. So how about what else do I need to ask you that gives me all this struggle of so much struggle?
It's
Well,
a little hard. I feel like the first time we did this Lightbox, it felt like there's more questions because she was really the beginning of her stuff. Now, trying to find the right questions is a little bit harder. I remember when I first started learning more, I couldn't even know the questions I needed until I'm actually in the having the problem during the time I'm drawing,
Yeah.
or designing.
But the thing is, the weirdest part is I'm still considering myself a beginner, but then I feel like there's so much more struggle now, even though I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing, but there's still so much more struggle. I don't know, it's because maybe like you said earlier, I put so much more pressure on myself than, like, to be more better. Like, I don't know if I know I'm progressing somehow, but I don't know if I'm at this time, should I be better already? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Like, if I let's say I've been drawing already for 2 years, I feel like I should have been better, know more than what I know now. And I think I don't know if other artists feel that way. Maybe I put too much time limit. myself,
It's,
or just, or all artists feel that way.
I think I think it's good to have. It goes back to goals. I think it's good to have a time limit for something you want to accomplish. So when you do accomplish it, you feel
Yeah,
some
but
kind of success. And if you don't accomplish it, that just tells you that you have to re evaluate what you're doing that day. So instead of doing like a whole month thing, I would probably do like a day. Okay, day, log all the stuff you do in the whole day and see what parts are you wasting your time on that day, and then you'll feel bad, but then you'll know what time
But then
you're
even though,
wasting.
like you said, you give a month to yourself and you said, okay, I'm gonna do every day. I will sketch for 30 days, and you did it. But then it's not to the skills that you feel like you should have been better. You know, should have,
But yeah, but it's
yeah,
time. You just need to keep on doing it because eventually everything clicks. Just like the sketches you're doing, it's you have to do it every day, and then you suddenly understood it, and then it kind of clicked together. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess. It's because it's like working out. You know, trying to get fit. It doesn't happen in just a month. Probably 3 months, 2 years, and then through the years that gone by, you build on top of each skill that you're getting. You know, like if you do figure drawing, you draw the whole body first, the gesture, how it poses and how it's sitting. But then you're not so good with the hands or the feet yet, but
mm-hmm.
because you need the whole body first to place, to establish like the whole body, and then you go into just the hands, and then you'll know, okay, I need to do my hands a little better, and then you just focus on design, on doing hand studies. With the birds, I'd probably do like, okay, I'd focus just on the claws and see how that nail goes into the finger of the bird's feet.
Yeah,
And then I go into anatomy. Oh, how does the anatomy of the wing actually
yeah.
fold in and out?
I've been doing that on my own. It's
Yeah. Because it will make
but I'm
things
gonna say the
faster.
but word, but sometimes it gets boring, and it's you just and then I go back to what I'm not supposed to be doing, and then I may go back to it. Yeah, I guess it is. It is really
Watching a little bit of Netflix, maybe too much.
But
So
I'm
that's-
drawing while I'm watching.
Or not.
For the most of the time.
We already know where you could cut off certain things, until the part when you're able to do, or anybody out there, I mean, it's okay to take a break in between your practicing, but sometimes you want to be able to accomplish like a whole day of just drawing.
Oh yeah, your sister did your sister has a YouTube, Jenny,
Yeah.
Jenny, what is it? Jenny, is it Jenny Joy, or is it oh my god, I forgot her. We'll put it down there. But she has a YouTube, and she interviewed me about burnout. How about you? I mean, I've only been doing this for a certain amount of time. Sometimes I feel burnout. How do you deal with your burnout? I mean, you've been doing it for 20 something years. How do you deal with it?
Burnout. Wow. Is that? I don't know actually. Wow. I think it's always reframing your mindset and not focusing on that part. Wow, I know that just applies to me probably. Maybe because I do the stuff that I love to do, and even if I'm on a project that I don't really enjoy,
So you don't
I try to find something that's,
you don't feel the burnout.
wow. Well,
There you go, Jenny Create. I'm sorry, it's Jenny Create. It's her YouTube.
yeah, she does storyboards, and what does she have on there? On her YouTube channel.
Yeah, in her YouTube channel, she did the interview, and she does all this.
And what does she have? What does she talk about?
For her YouTube, it's her journey also of being her. She just started working in Marvel too, so she does the
And and she interviews people
Yeah, she did a few interview of it.
in meditation stuff.
Yes.
I think just as much as your art, your kindness and humbleness are equally inspiring. How do you both maintain that, especially now when the world is so complicated? Um, I think it's because I just grew up a certain way, and I've noticed that, you know, I'm still genuine as much as I can, and I don't, I don't like to. I don't have the need to treat people bad. I guess I just want to help as much as I can. Um, that's a really good question, because sometimes not some, but my son would ask, "What's the reason for being kind?" You know, why do we be kind? Because positive energy out, I think you get positive energy back. But then sometimes with certain situations, even if you're nice and you're friendly, that actually annoys people that you're so nice and you're friendly, and and you don't know what. It's almost like, oh, your face is what annoys you. You're smiling too much. It's sad, but sometimes that does happen, and I can't do anything about that kind of stuff. I just have to just be myself, and continue to help the people that want to be helped. Obviously, I'm always busy. I don't have much time sometimes, but times like these, and I like to leave room to interact with people that want to learn.
Yeah, you give your time a lot, and it's really good that you're willing to share your time and your knowledge to everyone, which is really cool. And you shared your knowledge to me. And that helped me a lot.
Wow. That is, but wow. I don't know if I'm so tired right now or something. I'm trying to think of more
question. I could just keep asking you questions. The
because
burnout.
that's really,
maybe you're burnt out right now.
maybe I'm burnt out. I've been sleeping late.
Or do you have no choice if you're like in your type of work? You just can't be burnt out. You just keep going even though you're burnt out. You like have no choice. Like not like.
I think one way to avoid burnout is relaxing, watching some Netflix shows.
See, that's what I do.
And just like or just going to sleep. But sometimes it is just sleep. I think sleeping at the right time, getting enough sleep, and listen to your body, and knowing that it's time to rest, eat healthy. I think I think that helps me avoid some kind of stress, because work could be really stressful, but I think mindset's always what I end up doing, like just comparing where I could be versus where I am now, and having more goals for the future, because I don't think I think I want to do more than just doing visual development art. Like I have my other projects on the side, personal projects I want to do, plus spending time with my kids. That's like my favorite thing to do, and spending time with yeah, and it's because we don't have much time in the world, and I want to make sure each decision I make really makes a difference with my life, right? Wow, maybe I'm getting too deep.
How about you?
This.
Like because you've been in the industry, do you still? I mean, almost everything. I would say almost, or everything about work, about art. Do you still study? Like,
I don't know anything about art. I keep on learning and learning. There's so many other artists that are so good out there.
Yeah, I feel like there's so. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but there is so many stuff, and you don't know which one to learn. I mean, I know
like,
what to learn, but it's. overwhelming too. Yeah, but
And
it's nice. It's nice that there's a lot of artists there out there now. It's so much easier to just go online and go to YouTube, go to Instagram, and then look at all these cool artists and learn from them.
I think one of my goals why I think the burnout doesn't quite happen because Lisa became this like, okay, you want to do art, this will help your anxiety and some of the depressing
Yeah.
feelings, and maybe you could distract yourself from just watching a show into cultivating a skill that could be not just eye hand coordination or design
Yeah.
or whatever. It affects your mood and your feeling, so it's like that's another thing that I guess I like to do, um, which helped to not have that burnout, probably. But again, I don't remember ever in my career that. Do you remember if I ever was like
Burnout.
I don't
Well,
wanna.
you got sick one
No.
time, but not burn. I don't think burnout don't feel like you're drawing. I guess you enjoy your work too much, so you're one of the
Yeah,
lucky ones.
trying to find out what. When I got sick, that's not because of art or
Yeah,
anything.
no.
It was something else.
Oh, there's
I took
Kim.
something bad.
Kim
Yeah.
said, "How do you find a quiet time to draw with such a busy household? Example: my husband always wanders into my office and scares the heck out of me when I have headphones on. My cat takes over my chair. Oh, November takes over Anthony's table too.
I just draw with my cat on my lap. Taking a break in between for sure, touching the cats and just relaxing with the dogs or lying, exercising maybe. Actually, that's one problem I'm having right now is finding time to exercise.
Yeah, me too.
When I wake up in the morning, I just work, right away. So I want to change that. So
Yeah.
in the way, it's the opposite of what if you're a beginning artist, you're trying to draw more,
Yeah.
and me, I'm trying to work out.
Yeah, well,
I need
with
to work
me-
out because I need my health to draw.
Well, with me, I was able to get my own room, my own studio for it to work. And when the kids know when I'm blasting my music, that means I'm painting not to bother me.
I'm trying to think actually more and more with what we're talking about discipline. Like, how can I get back into working out every day? Why can't I do that? And then recently, after 2 weeks, it's been 2 weeks. I've been doing push-ups every day. Just trying to get back slowly.
Because that's not your priority. Sometimes.
No, that's an excuse again.
Oh.
That's not my prayer. That's excuse. No, there's a lot of time in the. So I tell myself there's a lot of time in the day. I could take 5 minutes to do a push-up,
Because
right?
you're an expert, you could take that time. When you're like,
No,
I know,
you're
but
answering for me.
I
don't-
know, but not for me.
No, that's an excuse.
Yes, I know, but
For me, I
I'm
can't
like,
say that to myself.
I
I have
can't-
to say, like, how do you just? No, I'm just saying this, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
already
yeah,
know,
yeah.
right?
I know.
I'm gonna do push up. Boom! I just do it.
I know it should
That's
be
it,
that easy.
But 2 weeks ago, it wasn't that easy. I'm going to do a push up. Oh, I need to finish this thing. I'll do it later. Like, those are the words you usually say, and I'll do it and you forget, It's almost like when I feel like, I should do a push up, I should do it right there. Like, I feel like drawing, I should draw right at that moment. I feel like watching TV, I'll watch TV. But if you're watching TV and you feel like, I need to draw, you should just draw right away.
Yeah, that's why I always have my sketchbook in front of me or my pencil in front of me, even though I'm watching TV. And then sometimes when I'm like, okay, maybe I had enough, and then I just draw. But
Yeah.
then I can't paint when I'm watching TV. So
Well,
that's different.
Back in the day when we used to first start dating, and I would be at her parents' house, I
You
would have my
always
sketchbook with
every
me.
I think
I
you
feel like
no,
I'll be in the
everywhere.
bathroom, in the toilet, I'd still be sketching.
No, yeah, everywhere. No, restaurant, the park, the library, bookstore. You always have your sketchbook. You always have just the time to always
Yeah.
just sketch and
Because
draw.
I'm not trying to do a pretty picture. I think that's what it is.
Well, that's the thing for me too. It's so annoying that I try to always make it nice or try to be. The word perfect comes out all the time, but I always have that thing with me. That I can't just like sketch sketch. Sometimes that's why right now, lately, all my drawings are been like sketch because I'm really trying to just let it be like, okay, give myself time. Like I'm only gonna draw for a 10-minute sketch just to have that feeling of not being too perfect because, or, you know, and I think that helps me.
You know, maybe also just writing down what you want to sketch if you don't have time. You know what, Kim? I think that could be a good idea where you could write down what you want to sketch at the moment you got the idea, so that you have a goal for later. So it won't feel frustrating that you don't have time. I think that could be, because that's what I do now when I wake up in the morning and I have an idea, I write it down, and the sketch could be
Like really plan things out.
yeah.
That's what, yeah, I have to be more like really write down details of what I'm gonna be doing. I try to do that, but then sometimes when it doesn't go the way, and then I'm just like, that's it. And then you just totally forget everything, and you just it's
So really great questions, guys, and girls. I think sometimes I get so much really good ones that I have to really think about it and see how, you know, because not the same solutions don't work for everyone, you know. It's almost like it's good to talk about it a little longer and see where you
or where the person's at their what they're doing, right?
yeah, or where you're lying to yourself sometimes, like, oh, I don't have time, but then once you actually evaluate the whole day, like if you do a log of the whole day, and you will find that you do have time. So sometimes that's where we argue, you know, but she does do a lot of other stuff, so that can be like, of course you do a
Like,
lot of
I
other
could
stuff.
be-
Of course I do. Of course I'll use myself as an example. Of course I need to do work, and I spend a lot of time with work, but sometimes in the middle of working, I'm just like
I could be sketching.
staring,
On
and
what?
I don't
On
know what I'm
nothing?
doing.
I mean, I could be
And I should do
sketching when I'm
push-ups.
waiting for my kids, when the kids jujitsu or something, but I just sit there and I watch them. But then I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
different. You're
I
watching
want to
the
just watch
kids.
them. But then
Yeah.
I should be sketching because I've seen them so many
Ah.
times doing
feel
what they're
like
doing.
It's different with the kids because you won't see that again. You know, it'll pass, and then that's been a struggle for me. At one point, maybe this is not quite burnout, but it's like at one point, I was getting anxious. I think because I was watching my kids grow up so fast, and I'm working to give them like a better life, but and opportunities to do other stuff, that I feel like I wasn't,
There 100 like in
even though
like,
I did spend
there.
a lot of
I
time
know
with
you're
them.
there, but I feel like
But
maybe
it's
you
something
feel
I
like you're
can't
not
control.
there.
That's the anxiety issue, right?
Yeah.
Where it's unreasonable what I'm asking for. But the good thing is I started making plans on how I could get there, and then why am I just complaining? You know, what if I actually made got a block of time to spend more with them, so that I don't feel like I'm not, you know. But the problem was I was spending certain blocks of time with them, and I just, you know, I just want to spend all my time with them at this age, because after that 13, 14, they're someone else.
They don't want to hang out
Totally
with us
new.
anymore.
So
Teenagers.
let's
Yep.
see,
So-
Adam Henry, I think that's a really good idea. I'm going to start writing down those ideas. Yes, I think
Yes, I think
it's easier
start
to
a planner.
it's easier
Yeah.
to draw them all. It's easier to write them down before drawing them all. I still have a hard time doing that. I just storyboard an idea, and so lately I've been just recording my voice so I could say the ideas out before I forget them. You know, these are for my personal projects. That Filipino folklore series I'm working on, and you know, I have more stories to tell you guys later on. You know, once
We
things
have
are
tomorrow still.
doing well. Yes. So it's almost an hour. 3 more minutes. Maybe we'll take one more question, or maybe Lisa could ask me one more question, or we could ask her a question if you guys have a question.
I'm definitely gonna do that again. Write down things again.
Maybe
I
we should
I
do
really
maybe we should do a day in the life of Lisa, just so you could
just
see.
to see
This
if I'm
is what I
really
do.
if I'm really like
So it's recorded, and
I'm really like
and
doing
have
what
evidence.
I'm supposed to do.
Just-
What I'm supposed to do. No, but the thing is, it
Lisa takes care of all the household stuff, and she takes care of me too. So that is a job also that she's not getting paid for. And I'm just a machine on the computer and just turning stuff, which is also probably not healthy. I need to have a better balance in my life. I need to get my 6-pack back. Just kidding. I
I need to the struggle of just getting. I mean, I think the most for me also is like when I look at all these artists, they give me so much inspiration also, but they also, is that possible? They also make me depressed.
Yes, I think everybody feels like that.
You're like, that's so good. I want to be as good as them. I'm like, but how am I gonna get? Like you have that other side telling you, like,
And usually the answer is just
or you
use them for
compare yourself.
Yeah, use them for inspiration. Don't compare yourself with them.
Yeah.
But have the belief that you could get as good as them, but not like them, like as good as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you stop thinking about, stop comparing yourself to them, I think that's when you get better, and then you get freer with your art. I remember Kang Lee saying that one time we had to discuss. We were just talking about stuff, and when did you start feeling confident and just things became more consistent or something,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is the moment he stopped wanting to be like Craig Mullins
Oh yeah.
and just be Kang, So
No, I think maybe it's just the way we are when when we're old or we're older, because I mean our kid, our daughter Emily, she paints really well, and she just paints like she doesn't think of, I'm in the other room and she's painting, and I'm in the other room and I'm painting my birds, and then I look at her painting, and then she's just like exploring her colors like it's nothing to her, just express her colors really nicely, and I'm like, how does she do that? I think, and I know that she just doesn't think about it, she just has that freedom.
I think the exploration is the fun part. It's not thinking about the end result. It's a kind of contradictory, huh? It's like you should have a goal that how you want to be, so you have this visualization of getting better.
Yeah.
But the journey there, you should allow yourself to fail
But you
and
lose your
experiment.
freedom.
Allow yourself. No, during the journey there, you allow yourself to experiment and be free, while having the goal of being a better artist. It's an interesting, I guess a challenge, where you try not to think about it while you're doing the work.
Yeah.
But visualizing that, I could get a job, or I could be this good. But experimentation and so many artists would say this. It's probably been the information's been out there, and I'm not the only one saying this most of the time. But it sounds so cliche.
But
already.
you just paint and not think about it. Just paint. Just.
How about this? I used to ask another artist that I was taking a class with. It was a teacher that I used to ask him if can you make me better in a month or something like that. Like, is this good enough? Do you think I'll get better in a month? Like, like that kind of. Because I'm in a hurry. I don't have time. I need to get better faster. Because I feel like I was gonna die at 40. Before. So that's why when I was with Lisa the first time we were together, it was like nonstop. I just kept on drawing, because I felt this. Maybe that's the anxiety, just this tension that I don't have much time in the world, and I kept doing it. So I got better faster. you know.
So I should have that
I don't know if
feeling.
it's healthy.
And like it's
Uh,
not enough time. But
Maybe a better way of thinking of it is every day passes, and I want to make sure I
you've
live,
done something.
yeah, or just enjoy the day every day, and not just be like wasting the day uh, with um, with stuff you do that doesn't build on a skill or
Yeah.
even make you
I mean, I
happy.
enjoy drawing a lot if I don't think about all the other things
Yeah.
if I don't think about like, oh, I should be at this level, or I should,
Yeah, you
you
shouldn't
know,
think.
I think if I don't think that way, I
You
think
know,
it's fun. you know.
I used to. I mean, for stuff I like to, I watch a lot of movies. I mean, that's why I'm in the movie industry, because I do watch a lot of movies before, and I'd study them, and storytelling and all that stuff. And then when it comes to science stuff I want to put into my work, I watch a lot of science stuff while I'm drawing.
Yeah.
But it's always filling up the vocabulary in my brain. But then other people might not have fun doing that, so it's almost like you. The one thing that I know I used to have fun a lot doing that I had to stop was partying, like going out, clubbing. I keep on taking it back whenever I say something, because I love to dance, and I think that's also another part of why I'm an artist, right? So are we saying just prioritizing certain things for certain days for a certain goal you want?
Yeah, it's like planning things
Yeah.
for fun.
So let's say when I've watched like a whole week, I did not draw at all, and I've just been watching TV all day,
Mm-hmm.
sleeping
Because that's what
late,
they want to do.
because that's what I want to do. I could only do that if the whole year I've been working so hard, and
So
I
you
could
can't
relax.
relax until the work is done.
But if it's a whole month and I'm doing that, then there's a problem.
Then that's when you're burned out.
I know if a whole month I am just watching TV and not improving on a skill.
Or like an artist's block. Is there such thing?
That's another topic. Artist block. There's no
Still-
such thing.
Is there
It's
really?
it's just you not liking what you're doing because you're trying to. I guess that could be a block. I don't know.
But that could be like
And
you just don't know what to do.
we have to go already. It's been an hour. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
oh wow, it is.
It's been an hour, and I have to get back to work. My other stuff, and yeah, it's been fun. Hopefully, you guys
Yes,
enjoyed this
thank
discussion.
you. Thank you for your time coming over.
Next time it'll probably be
Listen
more structured, because we're just
tomorrow.
just going with the flow. So
Oh, you didn't
yes.
have. Yeah, so
What?
tomorrow. No, nothing.
So we're gonna do
Tomorrow.
this again tomorrow at 6 or 7.
No, wait. You have something. Oh no, that's Saturday. That's right. Yeah, we could do it 6 again, same time.
Same time. What time do you guys think is?
And you didn't announce it in the thing. That's why too. You have to put it in the Lightbox schedule. Yeah, didn't get to do that.
Yeah. All right,
Okay,
Kim.
thank you.
Thanks you guys,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
For
Thank you so
joining us.
much.
And
So-
yeah, tomorrow join us again if you have time. Thank you. Bye.